Welcome again, everyone. So far, it has been a fabulous weekend. And again, I know Sarah thanked the staff this morning, but I just want to give a huge shout out to every one of our staff members. Everybody has been so involved, such attention to detail. Look at the table. I don't know how many times Allison went out to the stores to make sure we had enough of the decorations. We wanted a nautical theme because we're not that far from the water, and we're from Jersey, and we're not that far from the water, so it was apropos. Thank you, Allison, for your attention to detail. I can't even say enough about Brian. It has been a whirlwind the past couple months to make sure we had everything just right, and I think we did a great job. Carolyn, all the messaging, all of our sleepless nights, it was certainly worth it. Personally, I feel this is probably one of the best Life Fest that we've ever had, despite the nightmare with the airlines. We did have some people stranded in the middle of the country. Hopefully they got home safely. So to start this weekend, I look around and I see our staff, patients, caregivers, volunteers. And before I go on, volunteers, all the volunteers here that help us, I want you to please either stand or eating. So raise your hand. And if you don't raise your hand, I'm going to come around and tap you on the shoulder. Because you know who you are. And I see one hand. Come on. Let's go. Raise your hands. There's so many of you. So many of you. We just could not do what we do without you. Particular attention to two women who really helped us this weekend. Jen Jolene, don't kill me, and Michelle McClee. The little cards that you have on the back that were your official business cards for the weekend, it was their idea. The surveys after every session, they are going to take them and analyze them. They've just been fabulous. Not to mention every single box that we had shipped went to Jennifer Jolene's house, and we had to go and pick them up the other day. Thank God her husband put them in the car, but tremendous thank you to you both. So we have patients, caregivers, members of our medical community, and other organizations that support us through the years. We're so grateful to you. I see friendships that have flourished through the years. I see so many friends that I have made through the years. It's just so heartwarming. So when you leave here this weekend, you're going to feel it, because we feel it. When we leave here, we're so energized. We go back to the office like, what else can we do? I don't know, we love these people. What can we do? So we are here for you. Know that you have that bond with us and the bond with others, and that doesn't go away. We're here to support you as members of the Life Raft group, and you're also supportive of one another. So it's like a big love fest this weekend, and hopefully that just continues and you feel it for a long time. So I'm going to call up a very special person. If you are a member of Just Chat, you have heard Rob Taylor. His uplifting, inspirational, motivational messages is just a feel-good kind of message. So we're going to call Rob up. He is our master of ceremonies. And we couldn't have a better guy. So I'm going to give it over to Rob.
Thank you, ma'am. All right. They're going to regret this.
No, they're not. They're going to love it.
How y'all doing? All right. I'm going to need some help. We are going to sing a song. Huh? Are you ready? You ready? Come on. You know the song too, don't you? If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, and your face will really show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. All right, now that your hands are warmed up and you're feeling better, I wanna just talk a little bit about happiness. Our forefathers, those that made up the Declaration of Independence, put something in there talking about the pursuit of happiness. So it would get you to think that happiness just doesn't happen by itself, that you have to pursue it. You can't just walk around and think happiness will find you. You have to find happiness. And given the people, some of the people that are here that are struggling with GIST and struggling with illness, there's things that you have to do to ensure that you're okay. And you have to make that the number one priority. Number one priority is I'm going to be okay physically, emotionally, and mentally. So you have to have some things that you have in your toolbox that's going to contribute to your happiness. One of the things that really go against your happiness is anxiety, right? We've got scanxiety, we've got kidxiety, jobxiety. All these things go against our happiness, makes us miserable, makes us worried, makes us scared, but we have to fight. We have to go against it and make sure that we're going to put some things like meditation, like physical fitness, going out, exercising, relaxing, the things that we have to do that's going to make ourselves feel a lot better than what we do, because there's going to take a moment, it's going to come a moment when these things are going to bother us. So we have to prepare for it. This exercise, when we get anxiety, up the exercise. When we get an anxiety, up the meditation. You know, we do it on a daily basis, whatever we do on a weekly basis, but then when we get challenged, that's the time that we got to increase it. You know, we have to make sure that we have a connection with others, connect with each other, talk to each other. We have to have a place to go. We have to have a plan. If I get a bad scan, get a bad report, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to call LRG. That's one. Hey, where's Denise? Denise, I got a problem. I need to talk to you. You know, I'm going to call my state representative, talk to him. I'm going to put down, and I make a plan. These are the questions I'm going to ask my oncologist, and then put it away. Put it away, and if it happens, I have a plan. The problem with that we have, when we get anxiety, we don't have a plan. We don't know what we're going to do. When I knew I was coming here, San Jose, warm place, I brought a jacket because I know I'd be in here, you know. So, you know, because you got to have a plan. If you don't have a plan, that's where you get anxiety. That's where you have trouble. That's where you do the things that you do and start getting a little anxious, a little. So we have to have a plan. We have to make sure that our happiness, our contentment, our being in a relaxed mode is the number one priority in our life. Don't let time wait. We got things that we let waste our time. We can't have time wasters. We can't have things that just take our time, people that take our time up, telemarketers talking about nothing, looking at nothing. We should never spend our time. Never. We should invest it. There should be a return to your time. If you're going to spend some time or use your time, you should get an investment from it. You should get something back. If it's your children, your grandchildren, if it's learning, but just dead time, doing nothing, learning nothing, getting nothing back, we only get 167 hours a week. So when you use your time, make sure you don't spend your time. Spending something is just, it's gone. Investing something is you get something back. So we're going to invest our time right now and get this thing started and get the show on the road. All right? All right? All right. Okay. All right. So we have a lot of awards here, and because there's a lot of special people here, I want to do something though. Those here that do not have GIST, I'd like you to stand up. Let's give them a big hand. These people are here to support us. These people here are here for us. These are some amazing people that contribute their time. They could do many other things, but they're here for us. These people at LRG, they could work many other places because we know they're smart. You guys can sit down. But, and they're here for us, and that says a lot. That says a lot about humanity. You look at things that go on television, you say the world's going nuts. These people are kind, compassionate, and they're helping us, and they're spending their time to do some things that's going to make our life better. So we're very grateful from a patient standpoint. We're grateful for each of you. All right. First thing is we're going to award the Clinician of the Year. The Clinician of the Year Award celebrates a healthcare professional whose dedication and expertise have significantly impacted the lives of GIST patients. The award recognizes exceptional clinical care, innovative treatments, and unwavering commitment to patient well-being. By honoring such excellence, we highlight the critical role of clinicians in advancing GIST research and improving patient outcomes. Their compassion and dedication inspire the medical community, driving progress and hope for all those affected with GIST. And the Clinician of the Year Award goes to Dr. Blakely.
I'm thrilled to hear that Dr. Blakely has won the Clinician of the Year Award. Dr. Blakely is truly exceptional at going the extra mile for his patients. He is thorough, patient, thoughtful, responsive, and incredibly dedicated to giving patients the most appropriate treatment recommendations. If you've ever been to his clinic, you know he will ask any more questions at least 3 times to make sure patients and their families are knowledgeable about the surgical plan and its implications on their recovery and quality of life. His support of patients is unparalleled, and I feel very fortunate to work with such a conscientious surgeon and physician. Congratulations, Dr. Blakely, and well-deserved.
Hi, Dr. Blakely. Congratulations on winning the LifeRaft Group Clinician of the Year Award. We are so proud of you, and it is a privilege to be a part of your team.
Hi, Dr. Blakely. Thank you again for being my hero. Thank you for everything that you did for me in February, for removing all of my tumors, 60 to 70 tumors that I had been told for 6 years could never be removed from my body. And I so appreciated being allowed to be in your clinical trial and being able to have my life changed in that way. And regardless of what happens in the future, I will always be grateful for that, and you will always be my hero.
Dr. Blakely's an amazing man. As a doctor, he is compassionate and caring and a collaborative soul. He speaks from a position of great knowledge and consummate professionalism. As a surgeon, Dr. Blakely is highly talented and very skilled, as I can attest to after a 10-hour surgery that I was told was impossible. But it wasn't impossible for Dr. Blakely. And here I am today. Dr. Blakely gave me hope when I had none, and I am so grateful for that.
Hello everyone, this is Fruzsina from Hungary. Dr. Blakely and his team did an excellent job in my complex case. I just want to say thank you again for resetting my clock, and congratulations on the win, very well deserved. Bye.
Listen, when I sent you that email and I had urgent help needed, I really, honestly, I didn't think you was going to respond, but the next day you did. And I'm forever grateful for that. I was telling my husband, I said, he's a surgeon. He's super busy. He might not even see my email. It might get lost somewhere. But from that email, it led me to where I'm at today. And I just want to say thank you. I don't know how many times I can say that, but you have done a lot for me and my family.
You literally saved my life in 2020 during COVID when a 13 cm sdh-deficient GIST tumor grew in my stomach, and no other surgeon that I knew would touch it. I was told I had months to live. Thank you. You will always be in my heart for being a wonderful human being. You are and were the Rambo surgeon I needed at the time. Lots of love, Kathy Freeman, Ashland, Oregon, SDHRA.
Can we have Martina, Will, and Lisa come up to the stage?
It's really hard to top those videos, so I won't attempt to. I know that when I was diagnosed with sdh-deficient GIST in November of 2021, I got two very valuable pieces of advice from other GIST patients. I had an octogenarian tell me on the phone, don't live the cancer, and I think that's great advice. I hold on to that every day. And the other piece of advice I received was to email Dr. Blakely. And I'm grateful to say that I continue with an email correspondence, and every few months we check in, and I can't think of a better person for this award. I'm so grateful to always have a sounding board, and even with my outstanding oncology team in Denver, it is so vital to have a team that you can count on who have all the different insights and sources of knowledge. So very well-deserved award.
So my name's Lisa, and I had the good fortune to have Dr. Blakely as my surgeon, and I will be forever grateful. I was diagnosed in 2021 after kind of a weird series of medical events. I had a shortness of breath, and then I had syncope. I ended up in urgent care. They sent me to the hospital. They did a bunch of tests. They said, you have a gastric ulcer and you have severe aortic stenosis. So they took care of the ulcer in the hospital, and then I went to the cardiologist, and he said, you need to replace your heart valve. I was like, okay. Up to this point, I thought I was pretty healthy. So anyway, in the process of evaluating me for the heart valve, they found an abdominal mass, and then we had a biopsy, and they said, you have a GIST, and I said, I have a what? And, so I went to Google, and I got really scared. And then I was assigned a surgeon by my HMO, and it turned out the surgeon avoided the question as to how many GIST surgeries she had done, so that didn't make me feel good. And then my sister-in-law found Dr. Blakely's clinical trial. So I reached out to Dr. Blakely's team, and I heard from the wonderful Audra, his research nurse, and had an appointment with Dr. Blakely, and he's kind, and he's caring, and he's knowledgeable, and he's down to earth, and he did my surgery about a month after my heart valve was replaced, and everything went well, and margins are clean, and everything's been stable, so I'm very grateful for that. I find, he's just such a great guy, and he's one of my heroes, and I believe that he saved my life, so what more can you ask for in a doctor? So anyway, if you ever have the opportunity to work with this man, I encourage you to take it, and if there's any questions anybody has about being a patient at NIH, I'd be happy to answer any questions, and I would encourage you to consider it if it's a good option for you.
There's so much to say, and I can't think of anything. I think that was my first standing ovation, so thank you all very much. I don't get embarrassed easily, but I just can only say thank you. And I try to do as much as I can, and it's not enough, and we need to do more, and we will continue to do that. If there's any way that I can help, whether it's a second opinion, whether it's whatever it is, and then also as we try to move research forward and expand treatment options and try to do even better by patients, that's what we're all here for. And so just, again, thank you all so very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. All right, that's outstanding. You know what? It's really all about caring for those who we might call the little people, caring for people that can't care for themselves, and really having the heart to do something for people that really need a lot of help, and that's outstanding. So Dr. Blakely does a lot for Life Raft Group, helps us out, and is really committed, and we are highly appreciative of him. So give him another big hand. All right. Our next award is for Volunteer of the Year. The Volunteer of the Year award honors an individual whose selfless and dedication has profoundly impacted the GIST community. This award recognizes exceptional commitment to supporting patients and families, raising awareness, and focusing a sense of community. Through their tireless efforts, our volunteer has helped to provide vital resources, emotional support, and advocacy, making a lasting difference in the lives of those affected by GIST. Their generosity and passion exemplify the spirit of volunteerism and inspires others to join the fight against GIST. So our Volunteer of the Year is somebody that I know personally that's a wonderful person, and that's Carolyn Dewalt.
Hi, so I met Carolyn a couple of weeks post-diagnosis, and she was the first person that I ever spoke to at Life Raft Group. I was going through a lot at the time. I was very emotionally, mentally not in the best place, having just received this diagnosis, and I really reached out to Life Raft Group for help. And Carolyn answered my call, and within minutes, I think she had me crying, but she had me at ease. And for the first time since my diagnosis, I felt that I had someone that was truly listening to me and truly understood what I was going through. So Carolyn said to me, I'm sure this is really hard for you going through this, and with your mum, who I'm sure is a million miles away. And my mum is a million miles away. She lives in Australia and I'm based here in the US. And Carolyn said to me, well, I will be your GIST mum. And I cannot even begin to tell you how much that meant to me. So from this day forward, Carolyn has been mum, my GIST mum. We love you, Carolyn.
I remember signing up for the Life Raft group, and in about 30 minutes, I received a call from a sweet Southern lady whose name was Carolyn Dewalt. And for the next 2 hours, she educated me on everything I needed to know about my metastatic cyst. Carolyn is a wonderful volunteer for the Life Raft crew who recruits new members, but to me, every time she's in contact with someone new, I feel she is an angel reaching out to save someone's life like she did mine. Carolyn, I just want to say thank you for everything that you have done for me personally, as well as for all of the work you do so diligently for the Life Raft group. And congratulations on this well-deserved award.
I first met Carolyn on the phone. I was totally panic-stricken and void of any logic. What I remember most was Carolyn's calm and reassuring voice. I felt heard, she understood. She calmed me down and helped direct me during a very confusing time. If I had never talked to Carolyn that day and subsequent days after that first call, I don't know where I would be today. Her advice is invaluable, and fast forward a year from then, I now get to call Carolyn my gist mom. I have direct access to her and my gister sisters at any time of the day. Well, except when Carolyn goes to sleep. She goes to bed early. Carolyn truly cares about everyone in this community. She's a connector, a listener, a deeply caring human. I am so grateful and thankful for everything she has done for me and this community. It's inspirational, and when I'm ready, it makes me want to give back too.
During my first phone call with Carolyn, I knew that I had a kindred spirit in her. She's so kind, and I always know that her thoughts and advice come from a truly, truly caring heart. She would do anything to help a fellow gister, sister, and brother. I know along with several others that we agree we've definitely found a true friend and a confidant for life. So we thank you, Carolyn, for always being there for us.
All right.
Well, all right, by a show of hands, how many people have been touched by Carolyn? How many people? Unbelievable. There you go, Carolyn. I don't need to say anything else. Now, I wanted to give this award to Carolyn because of the special bond that we have. Every day, a few times a day, we speak. I can think of no one more deserving than Carolyn to get this award. She is there when you need her. She has so many ideas. Every day, I probably get 3 or 4 suggestions, to the point where sometimes I have to wait before I respond. Her commitment, her passion, her energy, and her unwavering willingness to go that extra mile. Nothing better than that. It's simply priceless. And we at the Life Raft Group are so lucky to have her. She is our volunteer outreach and engagement specialist, advocacy as well, and she's just simply fabulous. And we're so proud and honored, and you are so well deserving of this award today, Carolyn. Come on down.
I said, do I get to say something? As I was crying over there. You know, it's taken me 70 years to find my true passion and purpose in life, and unfortunately it was cancer that made me realize what I'm supposed to be doing. And I feel like this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And it gives me a lift every time I talk to one of you. So you're giving me as much as I hope I'm giving you. But, and it's very easy to be telling you about this organization that I truly love and appreciate. And now that I've been doing this, I know without a doubt there is nothing Life Raft will not do for their members. And if you have not experienced that, you may down the road, hopefully you won't need anything drastic, but they'll do it. And all I have to do is call and say, Laura, this person needs something now. And they do it. So just know that you are part of an amazing organization, and there is nothing that they will not do for you. Thank you.
Thank you. You know, they say that it's not important what people say, but how you feel once you leave them. And it is important what Carolyn says, but you have a good feel when you leave her. After you leave that encounter, you feel warm. I met her years ago, and that's how I felt when I left. I felt appreciated, warm, and that she cared about me. So let's give Carolyn another big hand. Okay. Our next award is for the Center of Excellence, JIST Center of Excellence Award. A Center of Excellence is a hub of specialized expertise dedicated to providing the highest standard of care and innovative treatment. The OHSU Knight Cancer Center Institute exemplifies this commitment by advancing research, offering cutting-edge therapies, and providing a comprehensive support to patients and their families. By fostering collaboration and driving progress, the Institute ensures that individuals living with GIST receive the best possible care and support, making a profound difference in their lives. Today, we award Oregon Health and Science University Knight Cancer Institute this honor.
Hi, I'm Brian Drucker, CEO of the OHSU Knight Cancer Institute, and I want to thank the Life Raft Group for honoring OHSU's contribution to the treatment of gastrointestinal stromal tumor. Our involvement in this story dates back to 1996, when my laboratory showed that this compound, Gleevec, inhibited the KIT tyrosine kinase. I presented that at a laboratory meeting, and Mike Heinrich was there. And Mike, whose interest was in KIT signaling, asked if he could start to profile this compound more extensively against KIT and its enzymatic activity and its ability to inhibit that. The story continued, though, when in 1998 a Japanese group showed that KIT was mutated in the majority of patients with gastrointestinal stromal tumor. And that spurred a collaboration between us at OHSU and Dana-Farber Cancer Institute, with Chuck Blanke here, Chris Corliss, and Mike Heinrich leading the clinical trials at OHSU in collaboration with George Dimitri and the group at Dana-Farber. But when I talk about gastrointestinal stromal tumor, I tell the story of the remarkable collaboration between the clinicians and the laboratory researchers. And every single patient who went onto the clinical trial had their tumor's KIT genes sequenced. And our group and others in collaboration showed that you could actually identify which patients responded best based on their KIT mutations. But equally as remarkable, and I tell this story at every one of my talks, is that there were a group of patients without KIT mutations, and about 20 of them responded rapidly and dramatically, as did patients with the KIT mutations. And the group here, along with Jonathan Fletcher at Dana-Farber, showed that those patients actually had PDGF receptor mutations, and those mutations were also sensitive to Gleevec. And to me, what was remarkable about that is that it demonstrated that by combining clinical trials with basic bench research, you could make rapid and accelerate the pace of discovery. Now, Mike's lab, with his expertise in Chris Corliss and KIT signaling, have participated in the development of numerous new drugs for patients with gastrointestinal stromal tumor, from regorafenib to avapritinib, and they continue to test new compounds for patients who become resistant. So I'm really proud of the teamwork, I'm proud of the collaboration, and I'm proud of the advances that have been made due to these basic research and clinical collaborations in advancing treatments for patients with GIST. So again, thank you for recognizing the contributions of OHSU and the Knight Cancer Institute to this field.
Hi, my name is Tracy Havner, and I am a nurse at Oregon Health and Science University in Portland, Oregon. I work specifically in the clinical research side of things with Dr. Heinrich, and have been at OHSU forever and ever and ever. It is very, very rewarding because I get to work with patients like you. And it means a lot that you trust us with your care. And so we really take that trust seriously and hope that if it's just a smile or a hug or efficiency on our side so that we can get you in and out. We know you're traveling often from outside of Portland. It's really very important to us that your visit here means as much to you as it does to us.
All right, we have Dina Wiley. Dina.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Dina Wiley, and just want you to know that this award is being presented to Oregon Health Science University, specifically the GIST Cancer of Excellence. Here to accept this award on behalf of OHSU is Dr. Michael Heinrich. Dr. Heinrich, will you please accept your award?
So it's truly an honor. I'm standing here. It's a center of excellence. It's not a mic of excellence. And so I wanted to introduce somebody who's really important to me because in 45 days, she will be our new GIST doctor at OHSU as she completes her training. And she spent, yeah. So, Dr. Ju will be in the sarcoma program and also in the GIST program. And so in the future, when you see me, you may see her or see both of us at the same time. But we hope to be able to expand our services by having more than just one doctor. I'm glad that they had Tracy on there because Tracy has been my long-standing research nurse. I have other research nurses as well. But for those who've been in our clinical studies, you realize how critical she is, how much she's involved even before you come to OHSU and talking to you about the study and what your experience might be. And so, you know, there are so many parts of our cancer center, and you know, there's the lab part, I still run a lab, and there's the clinical part, and then there's the regular care part that's not part of our clinical research. But it takes a village or maybe a small city to do all of that. And so I'm honored to stand here for our cancer center and that the work we've done together has been honored. But it's not because of me, it's because of the whole team. So thank you.
All right. So the thing about the university is that not only do the instructors and the people that head the organization of the school care, but the students care. They have a very good team of students that I was there years ago and was really impressed because the students were interested in what was going on with the patients here at LifeRap Group. So let's give them another big hand for the good job. And you know what? I think that's the common thread. The common thread, LifeRap Group, the people that stood up earlier, is caring, is that they care about people. They care about others who they really don't have to care about. You know, they have options. but they take that energy, they take that the time to care about people that they don't really have to care about. And that's a good thing. Especially in the world today, we need to see more people in action that's caring for other people. All right? So the next award is for the Humanitarian Award of the Year. The Humanitarian of the Year Award honors an individual whose extraordinary compassion and dedication have made a significant impact on the GIST community. The award recognizes their outstanding efforts in advocacy, patient support, and raising awareness. Through their tireless work, they have provided support, they provide patient support and raising awareness. Through their tireless work, they have provided hope, resources, and voice for those affected by GIST. Their unwavering commitment to improve lives and fostering a support community exemplifies true humanitarianism, inspiring others to join in the fight against GIST. The honor of Humanitarian of the Year goes to our good friend and colleague, Rodrigo Salas.
Estimado licenciado Rodrigo, el día de hoy quisiera extenderle mi más sincera felicitaciones por este reconocimiento tan merecido. Pero además de mis felicitaciones, quisiera extenderle mi más sincera gratitud, no solo a nombre mío, sino a nombre de los más de 1000 pacientes que forman parte del registro de Fundación GIST México. Muchas gracias por su entereza, por su perseverancia y por su resiliencia. Estas 3 virtudes nos han contagiado y nos han acompañado a todo el equipo que forma parte de la Fundación. Es por esto que el día de hoy, no solo yo, sino el resto del equipo de Fundación GIST México le tiene unas palabras.
La energía y la persistencia conquistan muchas cosas. Benjamin Franklin. Estimado Lic Rodrigo, es un gusto saludarlo. Quisiera comenzar agradeciéndole por todo el trabajo que realiza en pro de nuestros pacientes con GIST. A lo largo del camino se han presentado muchísimos retos, sin embargo, usted ha sabido cumplir con cada una de sus metas y lograr cada uno de sus sueños. Es por eso que la Coordinación de Atención a Pacientes y su servidora extienden ampliamente sus felicitaciones a la labor que realiza para nuestros pacientes. Muchísimas gracias, esperando de todo corazón que este proyecto siga creciendo al pasar de los años.
Licenciado Rodrigo, quiero expresar mi más profundo agradecimiento por su visión y liderazgo al establecer la Fundación GIST México. Su dedicación incansable y su pasión por hacer una diferencia han sido de inspiración para mí y para muchos otros. Siempre recuerdo sus sabias palabras, que siempre podemos hacer más. Eso no solo refleja su humildad y compromiso con el crecimiento personal, sino también nos impulsa a esforzarnos por ser mejores cada día. Gracias por ser un ejemplo de excelencia.
Licenciado Rodrigo, es la prueba de que la determinación y el cariño por una causa puede cambiar la vida de miles de personas. Muchas gracias por todo su esfuerzo. Deja un legado admirable en la lucha por los pacientes con cáncer GIST.
Apreciado Rodrigo, desde Colombia, nuestra gratitud y reconocimiento por tu apoyo y labor en pro de esta causa. Has sido ejemplo de resiliencia cuando la enfermedad llega a nuestras familias y se toman con fortaleza y aprendizaje, cuando se transforman en fuerza para apoyar causas con generosidad, como tú lo has hecho, para que personas como yo y otros tantos pacientes seamos bendecidos por la investigación y la posibilidad de compartir ese conocimiento y prácticas.
Querido Rodrigo, desde Azopaleo, Guatemala, te deseamos muchos éxitos y bendiciones en esta nueva etapa que darás inicio. Queremos agradecerte de todo corazón todo lo que tú has hecho a favor de los pacientes con GIST y sus familias en Latinoamérica y la contribución que tú has hecho a nivel internacional para mejorar la calidad de vida de los pacientes.
Rodrigo, we met back in 2006, a few months after you lost Cordelia to GIST, and a few months after my daughter was diagnosed with GIST. In all these years, you showed us what real friendship means, and you show us what unconditional support means to all patients in Latin America and Alianza GIST. We are so proud that you have been honored with this award. Really happy about that. Congratulations, Rodrigo.
Licenciado Rodrigo, muchísimas felicidades por este merecido reconocimiento. Recuerdo que cuando empecé a trabajar con usted en la fundación hace prácticamente 10 años, me comentaba que con ayudar a un solo paciente ya nos dábamos por bien servidos. Pues estoy yo muy segura que no solo a un paciente, sino a cientos, quizás miles de pacientes y a sus familias ha ayudado con la magnífica labor que ha emprendido. Qué bueno que se le reconozca todo su esfuerzo, qué bueno que se le reconozca su liderazgo y su capacidad de pensar en los demás, de servir a los demás y de ayudar a familias que están pasando por situaciones súper complicadas. Muchísimas felicidades.
Rodrigo, probablemente cuando veas este video voy a estar a tu lado, pero no podía dejar de sumarme a los mensajes de todos los que de alguna manera hemos sido miembros o parte de Alianza GIST. Quiero agradecerte por tu generosidad, por tu apoyo constante y sobre todo por los grandes momentos que hemos compartido, siempre positivos, siempre alegres, siempre dispuesto a ayudar y sobre todo siempre celebrando la vida. Y también, ¿cómo no me voy a acordar y te voy a agradecer el que haya podido conocer Barcelona? Porque tú me llevaste en una silla de ruedas. Así que, Rodrigo, un abrazo inmenso, te lo voy a dar personalmente, pero no quería dejar de estar en este mensaje. Un abrazo.
Rodrigo, for the past years, you have dedicated your time, energy, and heart to the GIST Foundation, helping patients with a very particular cancer. I am so proud of you and your commitment to this cause, your passion for helping others, educating doctors, and providing support to those in need has been truly inspiring. Thank you for your love, your dedication, and your tireless service. Congratulations for your achievements in all these past years. I love you.
Congratulations for your award. We're proud of you and we love you.
Thank you so much for being an inspiration to all of us and showing us how to use our talents and life experiences to help those in need.
Thank you for having such a big heart. It's very special to see how the love that we experienced at home from you, as you cared for our mom, has spread to thousands of people around the world. We're very proud of you, Dad.
We love you.
Papa, more than 20 years. Wow, what an accomplishment. I want you to know that we are very, very proud of all the work you've been doing and have done throughout this journey in the life raft. Something I want to stand out, and that I am sure everyone here in the room knows, that I personally admire the most, is the passion with which you dedicate your time and knowledge to this purpose. I won't forget a time that you told me that the days you enjoyed the most during the week were the days you saw anything related to GIST or the foundation in general. We are sure you have touched thousands of lives inside the cancer community. The work you have done has been exceptional. Thank you so much, Dad, for showing us with your example what really matters the most. Congrats.
Tío Rodrigo, congratulations. Thank you for being an example. It makes me really happy to know that my kids, your grandchildren, will have such a great example to look up to.
Congratulations, Rodrigo. Very proud of you.
Dad, we're extremely proud of all the work you have done throughout all these years for GIST. You have shown us how unconditional love can make wonderful things even after death. You're an inspiration for us on what's like going through life's rough adversities. Thank you for leading a great example for our family. Hopefully it will go forward with us and with all the future generations. I am sure Mom from up above has seen all the effort and love you have put on this amazing organization, and I'm sure she's also very proud of you and certain that she chose the best companion out there for her children.
I'm really proud that you're my father-in-law. I'm always learning from you in several subjects. One of those is the way you always try to help people in need. Congratulations on this well-deserved award. I hope the family can continue your legacy.
We love you very much.
Congratulations.
Dad, congratulations on your award. We're very proud of everything you have done for the Life Raft Group and with your foundation here in Mexico. Thanks to all your work, a lot of people have gained access to medication and to information that have allowed them to spend a lot of extra time with their loved ones, just like Mom did with us. You have been a great example of what it means to be a husband, a father, and sometimes even a mom. I hope that one day my daughters will be as proud of me as I am of you. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Yo-Yo.
We love you.
We love you.
We love you. We love you, Yo-Yo. Mwah, mwah.
All right. Rodrigo has been a longtime contributor to the GIST community, both in Mexico and globally. He's the founder of Fundación GIST Mexico and a former LRG board member. Anyone who knows Rodrigo knows that if you need help, he will move mountains for you. There's no one more deserving of this award. I'd like to present Rodrigo Jr., who will tell us a little bit more about his dad.
Thank you, Rob.
All right, brother.
Congratulations, Dad. It's such an honor to stand here representing the family, as well as your Life Raft family. On behalf of all of us, as well as many children of patients of GIST, this organization is a beacon of life and a beacon of light that helps us through our darkest moments in life. And that ripples across many generations. It's ingrained in me how to approach life, to Rob's point, with happiness and energy. I do my best to bring that to my children too. And I know that the impact that you've had in Life Raft has rippled to all of the patients and their families too. So thank you for all that you've done, for the great example that you set for us. We'll do our best to honor your legacy, as I know Gary, Sarah, and everyone at Life Raft will do as well. Congratulations. Please come up.
Yeah.
Muchas gracias. Thank you. My goodness. I was going to talk a little bit about the past here, but I have no words anymore. But in September of the year 2000, in our first visit to Dana-Farber Cancer Institute in Boston, Cordelia, my wife, was going to have a biopsy done. And we were on the prep room, and at our side was another GIST patient. This GIST patient, behind the curtain, heard that we were talking about Dr. George Dimitri. That was our doctor. So this guy opened the curtain and asked, "Are you going to take part of the STI 571 study?" That was the name of Gleevec at the time. And I told him yes. And he said, "You should call a guy called Norman, and this is his phone number." The day later, I called Norman Scherzer, my good friend, and that's how I got involved with a group of excellent people that later was going to be called the Life Raft Group 24 years ago. So thank you so much. I don't want to say names because for sure I will forget some, but it has been quite an honor to be part of a group that day by day works in leaving things better than we find them. That's what we do here in the Life Raft Group. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
You know, it's one thing to get an honor from an organization, a place and people, but it's another thing to get it from your family. And that is plays great tribute to Rodrigo, and you saw all of his family that congratulated him, and that is what's most important, is family and family honoring Rodrigo like they did. Let's give him another big hand.